Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Iniesta. That's Rijkaard. Torres. Chips it through. The pass has gone astray. Now it's Forlan. It's Forlan! Now that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Baggio picks it up out wide. Takes on his marker. That's a good ball out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Time and again they are repelled. Now he's off and running. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Now it's Batistuta. Serginho looking to penetrate opposition lines. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. Something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Japan leading 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Japan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Shifted it to the flank. And that is expertly dealt with. Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vinicius Junior, pass somewhat off target. Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a pretty loose pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Baresi. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Batistuta.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. So what can they make of this? Oh, Red, nice interception. So much time and space here. And the finish! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And it's Neymar. Tries to thread one through. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Japan! And they've got their lead back. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Forlan. And he's been shifted off it. Pirlo. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, delightful ball. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Adams tries to clear. Vinicius Junior, not the most accurate pass. Has a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Rijkaard. Iniesta, looking for a runner. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Neymar, and he's forced to go back. Pressing high and with purpose. Oh no, this does not look good. It's out of play for a goal kick. Serginho. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Knocks it out wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And claimed it back swiftly. That has ended up in no man's land. Over to the left. Adams. And we're done. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good...
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
It's very hard to miss this guy, Haaland, when there's all 6'4" of him. A player with great football pedigree in his family, remembering his father played in the English top flight. The most talked about man in football. He's really one of a kind and marauds his way around the pitch.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Figo crosses. He gets big! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he cuts out the supply. Figo. Looking for options for movement. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Costa Curta. And it's Chouameni. And here's Batistuta. Oh, good spread. And here's Batistuta. Batistuta stood his ground strongly. This might spell danger. Great ball, and he's in here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Beckham. Salam.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Aimed in towards the centre. Now it's Figo. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe. Nicely spread. Figo. Figo receives it in a wide position. Chouameni, Haaland gets a foot in here. And here's Hullet. Figo delivers. Oh, what a climb! It's there! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Certain, searing and imperious.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
Liverpool are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Pirlo. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Good ball, good take. And Batistuta! It's a goal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. It's not an especially good pass, that. Knocks it out wide. And here's Mbappe. Neymar tries making a foray down the right. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Japan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Bullet. Traumeri. Neymar. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Roberto Baggio. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Haaland. Figo. Looking for a runner. That's good vision. Oh, shooting chance! He scored! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And this is Batistuta, out towards the flank. And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Would the owner of a blue car parked outside the stadium gate kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away?
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Traumeri. Pirlo. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Pirlo. Looking for the run.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Beckham, who played through for the wide man. It's a mighty effort! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Beckham. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pirlo.
The attendance for this match was
28,997. And he's forced to go back. Maldini. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that is one way to stop him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Roberto Baggio. It's a good-looking delivery. Big chance! Really well-taken goal. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 50.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 4.
So, is this the start of a comeback?
Number 22, Beckham.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Number 3, Seedorf.
Pirlo.
Number 21.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Substitution in progress.
Japan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Played out to the right. Figo delivers. Oh, this time surely! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Pirlo. Baresi. That pass isn't the best. Lam. Can he get it through? And it's Seedorf.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Serginho. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Nice looking ball. That is good alertness. And now they can clear their lines. Neymar. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Japan with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's intervened well there. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Played out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. Seedorf. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. And here's Batistuta. Hazard purring through the gears. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Lam. It's a searching pass. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to play it through. Figo has it out wide and in space. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Osimhen.
There will be 3 minutes.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Lam. And it's Thuram. Osimhen. Serginho. And Hazard. And it's Tchouaméni. Hazard. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, football...
Big chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Incoming delivery, out to the right. And that is out and behind, it's a good block.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Bale! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar. And it's Batistuta. Mbappe. And claimed it back swiftly. Maicon. Nicely weighted ball. That's been drilled forward. And he's had it nicked away. And it's Baggio.
Japan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And he can clear it away. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. And that is a little undercooked. Well, we expected better, and so did he. So what can they make of this? Batistuta, Mbappe. And that has been clubbed away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bale! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos goes short. He gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Serginho. Roberto Baggio. Well, that has not gone well. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's Tchouaméni. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Mbappe. Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Serginho. Batistuta. Mbappe. Now Eder Militao. And it's Pirlo. And here's Baggio. Rijkaard. Hullet can be a real threat inside the box. Short changes him with that pass. Bale is onto this. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Japan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Chouameni. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, they've got it again. Roberto Carlos. Davids.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Batistuta. Baggio was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Pirlo. No, he refuses to take the bait.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Hullet. Ibrahimovic. It's a promising position. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That gets things going for the second half.
Japan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Serginho. Neymar. Batistuta. Here's Chouameni. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending. It's Bale! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. How smart was that? Such a delicate finish.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter? To see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Neymar! No mistake! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's there to retrieve it. And it's Neymar. Looking to play him in. Roberto Baggio. Cleared without complication. chance, surely! And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Serginho. It's a searching pass. Batistuta is in a really good position out wide. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The face-to-face with Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Big header! And that was very necessary. And it's Ferdinand. And pull it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Serginho. And it's Pirlo. Works it forward. Neymar. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking for a runner. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He's found the way through. Pull it. Pull it! So their fourth corner of the game. Oh, smashing header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Neymar, given the lift of his goal, tries to pass it through. Into the last quarter of an hour. Roberto Baggio, some really good ball movement. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, that's a key interception.
Japan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
No, that's been intercepted. And they've got rid. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Nicely worked. Oh, that's well spotted. Davids kept his eye on it, and he's there. The final 5 minutes. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Batistuta.
3 minutes added time.
Tchouaméni. Now Eder Militao. Tchouaméni. Maicon is there to clear. And here's Baggio. And the pass is intercepted. Pull it. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Japan. Number 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 18, Neymar. Number 23, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 20, Serge Gnabry.
That's a cute
Number
ball.
10.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Spread out to the left. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Serginho, he's got away. And that's aimed into the middle. Now there's a foot. Batistuta! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And this is Drogba. Drogba stood his ground strongly. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now they can spring out of defence. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Played back in. He's looking wide. Crosses it in. Big header! Well, now it's a race. In for the pieces! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Goes for the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Real chance! Costa can get it clear. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's gone backward here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Shifted it to the flank.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Torino have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. Opts for safety. Pull it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for a runner.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. And the shot! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish. Shot a goal! Brilliant from Pele! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
It's a searching pass. He's just misjudged that one. Now it's Messi. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Adams does really well to win the ball there. Has a look and plays it forward. Turan. Pull it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And Messi! Oh, crossbar! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged the... Can he finish? Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And yes, it's him again. And the first 45 minutes are up. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Japan really have to pick things up here. Their opponents are going to set up to play on the counter-attack now, which means they're going to have to find ways to draw them out more. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Floated through. It's a goal kick. Oh, can he get onto this? Maldini couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta! And it's in!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Still trying to make a game of this. Maldini gets across to intercept that. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Threads one in. Gnabry providing... Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that's clever. And this is Ibrahimovic. Gnabry.
Japan have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
He is through here. Chance, surely! No mistake! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And Messi! Oh, off the bar! Oh, almost a sixth!
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Can he get on the end of this? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, just Neymar!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
He's picked his way through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Khan did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Hileci. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And the shot! It's loose now, and they want it. He's tried one! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Beckenbauer clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
This is Batistuta. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Adams gets a foot in here. Looking for options for movement. Cruyff has found the net here, of course. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Into the last quarter of an hour. Gnabry. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Pirlo with the short one. Oh, it's Pirlo. That's a loose touch, and the ball is anyone's. Torino are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's on it, can he get away? Neymar. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. They get a throw in. That has not gone well. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Torino clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tchouaméni, Neymar, Batistuta, and this is Batistuta. So, third corner of the game. They've played it short. Incoming delivery. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. This looks promising. Backward it goes. Hileci dominates aerially so often. Tchouaméni, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi in acres of space out wide. Messi! Chouameni. And that's it. Japan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Baggio. And there's green grass ahead of him. Roberto Carlos. Firmly met. Ronaldinho! And he's there to belt it away. Cruyff! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Cruyff really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
That's smartly reclaimed. Now it's Cruyff. He's in a great position here. He's found the way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's cut it out. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Mbappe driving forwards.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. Japan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that. There's the shot! Goal! Japan! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely...
It's Bale! Ambitious, but just off target.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Serginho. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. Ronaldinho with a definite foul there. Back in possession and ready to go again. Neymar. Played out to the left flank. Japan looking to pass their way through. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Chouameni. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And it's Roberto Carlos. And this is Ronaldinho. Incoming delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Thuram. Pull it. Adams cuts out the pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Beckenbauer makes the interception. It's a searching pass. Oh, he's been charged, surely! That's going to go a long way. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He shifted it to the flank. And this is Cruyff. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Baresi gets it away. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? And he cuts out the supply. Swung over. Ronaldinho might just make this. Costa Corta. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Japan leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. He's going for goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! A finish right from the top drawer! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looking to play him in. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Neymar. And it's Chouameni. Passing nice and neat. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nicely weighted ball. That looks a good ball through. He's picked his way through. Cruyff! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Cruyff certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Neymar. Oh, it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Bale really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Neymar. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Distributed tidily. Bale. Costa Corta gets a foot in here. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Probably be looking to play it square from here.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Decent hit from there. Out to the left it goes. Threads one in. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Vieira getting this one clear. Now it's come to nothing. Thuram. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Bale. Nicely worked. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Takes a shot! Goal! Japan! Into the lead once more. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And Hullet! Oh, that could cost them.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Serginho. Neymar. And it's Tchouaméni. Ambitious ball here. No luck with that dink over the top. Fenerbahce with the corner. There first. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Gently done. Just 5 minutes left.
Fenerbahce really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Hullet applies the finish! He's got away with one there. That has been cut
There will
short.
be 3 minutes added time.
Deep into stoppage time. That'll be a throw. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's a key interception. Neymar, who's set up one goal so far. Serginho. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
He has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
That is great defending, so alert. Pirlo, played out wide. And here's Pirlo. And here's the chance to counter. Nice looking ball. It's come to nothing. And that's put paid to a promising move. And it's Batistuta.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's searching through. And that's an excellent interception. Mbappe, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Roberto Baggio knocks it into space. And this is Roberto Baggio.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Now, can they get him away? Batistuta, and he's charged, surely! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
It's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! A whisker high.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Serginho tries to play it through. There will be a throw-in. Can he get it through? It's a pretty loose pass. That's an imaginative pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for options for movement. Great chance! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Japan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, there's...
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Japan have their second corner now. Oh, well played. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Serginho. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. Serginho's cross. Batistuta! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Neymar, Tchouaméni, Mbappe. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Batistuta. Gattuso. And he's there to make the challenge. And it's Baggio. Nicely weighted ball. Hullet. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it out wide. Gattuso. Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Threads one in, and he welcomes it in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Costa Corta. Now it's Pelé. Not the most accurate pass. Tchouaméni. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And the game has already resumed here.
Japan are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And he's there to belt it away. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Iniesta. Hullet dominates aerially so often. He's under a lot of pressure there. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Now it's Batistuta. Gattuso. Now it's Guardiola. Oh, played right into his path. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pinches it off him. Quality ball. Can he spark a counter here? Roberto Baggio. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Japan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It's played through for him. And the shot! Goal! Japan! And the comeback is complete. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Japan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
He's had a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Substitutions taking place.
Japan have their third corner. Tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So all square and not for the foot. He's having a shot! Looking for... Oh, what a shoot! It's a clearance, but not much of one. Baresi. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Baggio. And it's Pirlo. Costa Curta. Here's the return pass. It's Pirlo. Adams. Now that looks a decent ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
Rui Costa, he's gone for goal! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got himself an absolute peach. Into the lead once more. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Japan go into the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Just the keeper to beat! Khan chooses to deal with it himself. Well timed, excellent interception.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ambitious ball here.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Pirlo. Japan must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Pirlo. Neymar. And here's Batistuta.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That's really nicely played. He's onside. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That has been slung wide. Has crossed into the middle.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. That's really well cleared. And that will be the final act. Japan illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with.